Like lizard the animal, or is this a different?
No, lizard, my cousin. Like
more realistic. Yeah.
No. So they believe
his cousin is a lizard.
No.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. My name is Bardia. I'm here with Kurosh
Hey, what's up, guys?
and Faisal,
Hey guys, what's up?
and let's get into it.
Okay, so I think today I've been given some freedom into the creative process of the episode.
Go nuts, man. Go nuts.
So I'll be leading this or trying to lead this.
The way you say freedom is like you're like chained up.
No. I think more in the sense of like you steer the conversation into a certain topic, right?
Yeah.
And it's always been, I think Bardia, since we've been friends for such a long time. I've always been a conspiracy theory kind of guy. Always like listening to. Thanks, Kurosh. Thanks. Next time, just put it in my mouth.
Anytime, daddy.
So today's episode, I think, will be about conspiracy theories. At least the crazy kind of not so popular conspiracy theories, but interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, because I asked you before the episode what you're gonna talk about, and you told me nothing. You just said it's gonna be crazy. So
No, it's. I mean, all these conspiracies are crazy. Yeah. So let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question. Who do you believe runs the government in the U.S.? Try to think
are we talking about like the correct answer on paper or the conspiracy theories?
I mean, the conspiracy, like make up the most, let's say the most outlandish.
Are we going for like the deep state kind of a conspiracy theory?
Well, whatever you think.
Yeah, I mean, people. Some people say it's the Illuminati. Other people believe it's, a Jewish sort of cult. And
Can we talk about that one?
yeah, I mean, you can say it like that's a conspiracy, right?
But the only ones that I've heard is the Jewish cult one with the banks and how the money and like how like even for presidential candidate they have to be like approved based on that. That's the one I've heard of. Like so.
Well, I don't know this one. I haven't heard this one.
Well, I believe.
What about you? Let's say.
The top 1% earners of industries.
Okay. Do you like Justin Bieber?
Okay, not that industry.
No, but do you like Justin Bieber?
Not particularly. What?
Okay. So what if I told you there is like a 7% population in the U.S. that believe that the government is run by lizards?
Okay, so it says 300 million people, right?
Yeah.
Approximately.
I don't know. We can get the numbers.
Yeah, 325 or something.
So
Yeah.
around 210. Am I fucking up the math?
Oh, yeah,
Is that
210,000?
210,000?
No.
It's 21,000 then.
Okay, whatever. Small
21,000
population.
of 320
300 million people. So
Yeah.
if you times that by 7%, that's 210,000.
No, it's not.
21,000.
Or 7% of 100 million is 7 million. So how's 7% of
So
300?
2.1 million people. I was trying to like be more realistic. I can't believe 2.1 million people.
Well,
believe
I mean, just looking at it from the south, there's a lot of people like, damn straight. I tell you, them lizards. And what if I told you Justin Bieber was a lizard? Because they believe that he's a part of that group.
Like lizard the animal, or is this a different?
No, lizard, my cousin. Like
more realistic. Yeah.
No. So they
his
believe.
cousin is a lizard.
No. So they believe the actual forefathers of the United States were lizards, disguised as men, and they came from a planet.
Marvel
Bro, no.
storyline.
It's Spider-Man's nemesis.
No, not that one. No. What was
He ran
the-
for president.
What was with that lesbian bitch that almost got fired?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no. Those are.
They had something similar. It was like
Yeah, but that's where it comes from. You see, that's like this overall idea of the government being run by an extraterrestrial entity is like very popular in a lot of movies, and they sort of like.
oh, come on.
I mean,
say, like, if
it's
aliens,
a conspiracy. I'm
I know,
saying
but
to you.
if aliens were gonna pick humans to like human fucking fat suits or body suits or whatever you want to call it to lead like our generation, why the fuck would they pick like Biden and like?
No, but it doesn't have to be that Biden themselves, but it's the people who control.
Oh, you're saying
the
people
overall,
behind the people
people
are lizard
behind the
people.
and they say that some people like a lot of people believe that Mark Zuckerberg is one of them because he's very
Robotic.
robotic, and even when he can't blink. If you've
What are you
seen
talking about?
No. But if you see him, it's like each eye is uncontrollable. So like he blinks on the left and blinks on the
when
right.
he went in front of the Congress.
Yeah.
That was a really weird like.
Yeah. So
they do run ads.
So they don't know exactly why the lizard people haven't showed themselves, but they believe that one, the lizards are actually farming us. So people go missing every year, and those people are actually fed upon by the lizards.
Lizard?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know you're taking lead up the conspiracy.
No.
But
Please.
there was this whole concept that I forgot the writer, and he was mentioned on Rogan, but never appeared on it because I feel like it was a bit too wild. So this guy goes and deciphers like old texts and starts doing the old Sumerian text.
Sumerian,
Translation.
Translations, and he's like, his theory, if I'm not wrong, is that, I hope I'm not fucking it up, but like he was saying that like gold actually does not have much value in reality. Like we give value to gold because it's, simple terms, nice. You know, like that's pretty much a shiny, nice. That's all it's.
I like how it has conducting properties and stuff. It's nice.
Shiny.
No, but like copper has.
I like
copper is valuable, correct? Like all that, but gold itself and does not have a lot of like compared to other sort of metals.
It doesn't have a lot of utility.
It doesn't have a lot of like. It can't be used as much of a resource. You know what I'm saying?
I've actually heard that astronauts and spaceships have gold in them because they're a very good conductor, or the material is used in the space stations because it has a very good property that's needed out in space.
Yeah, it's true, but like on everyday life standards, like we
Yeah,
use
it's not like
steel or
massive-
iron a lot
massively,
more
yeah.
than we
Like
would.
why are we like dedicating so much and putting so much value on this on
This
the
commodity.
material
Yeah.
that like
Okay, but how does this connect to the
so
Sumerian?
in that from his theory it said that actually the terrestrial
which
like,
basically just means
aliens
out of this world.
just came here and they wanted gold, so they use people to mine gold and like manipulate people to believe that gold has a lot of value, so they keep on mining it.
This is based on the translation of the Sumerian.
Bro, like the thing is that the only way I can like get the full thing is to get his book, and like I don't. If Rogan didn't deem it as good enough to even bring him on and just mention, actually he didn't say anything bad about him, but like Rogan almost is hitting I think 3,000 episodes. So and he still hasn't brought the guy up. Like, maybe he's dead, but like, like maybe he's dead. But like I'm just saying, like
bunch of lizards came to his house.
he knows the secret.
Hey, so back to the lizard thing. One question I have: why did they pick as like lizards? Like, why not fucking?
No, because they
people,
say
like,
that they have some proof, and I mean, they say that some politicians, especially like the Rothschilds and such, in some videos they've seen that they've showed it's called reptilian eye, where the individual due to light, their eyes are more.
I've seen this on Pornhub. Some of the girls when they're giving blowjob, they have very like.
What are you searching? What? Reptilian. I was very interested in the beginning. I was like, he's gonna say something like, "I've seen this in a Congress. I saw on porn."
I think you're searching some shit, bro.
I think you researched pink eye.
No. I told you I see some people as animals. Okay. So were you not here when I
I
talked
think
about
you're the best person to actually find out who these people are.
No, but I see people like snakes and lizards and shit. But like their personality, not,
yeah, personality of a snake is very different than like the eyes like going down like goes.
Yeah, so apparently they have videos, and okay, I've seen them myself, and maybe we can put up one of them. You have like Mark Zuckerberg, and you have the Rothschild, where someone takes a shot of them, and they startle them, and the eyes are not like a human's eyes. So you see that it's like the eyes are more sharper, sort of like a lizard's eyes, for a split second. And of course, I'm not saying that it's real, but there is footage out there of that.
So the conspiracy is that they are leading us to farm us to eat
So
us?
there's
Is
many
that
points, right? There's many points. They believe that they've come from their world that is no longer existent. They're here and they're a small amount of number, and they believe that if they show themselves, they'll be killed off. and others believe that they have more
Piff
of,
off spray. Just like, you fucking lizard asshole.
and others believe that they have telekinesis, or they're able to do mind control, and that's why they're able to have such places of power. But it's a very interesting kind of.
I know how to figure them out.
Bro, I'm telling you, you're the
Vinegar?
person who can find them because.
Huh?
Vinegar?
No, chop their dick off, see if it grows back. That's lizards, right? They grow their tail back.
Tail. A very different dick, man. Imagine you chop the dick off, the dick comes out of the ass.
But
Fuck wrong.
I like how he had to, someone like if this was a movie, someone would be like, I know how to test them, cut their fingers off, and he'd be like, even better, take his dick out. Like
Mark Zuckerberg is in an interview, he's like, machete, just like.
no, imagine you do it and he just doesn't have a dick. He's like, I knew you were coming. But I
Saying fucking backwards, like
I'm not lizard, I'm a turtle. Just stuck in the shell.
no, but I think you'd be the best person because you say you see people as animals. So maybe there was a movie that came out with this really famous wrestler. I don't know if you saw it. It's really famous. It's a cult classic. I forgot the name, but
Channing Tatum?
no. It's really old. Like it's like.
wasn't it called The Wrestler? I think.
No. It's actually about how this guy. I'll get the name and Korosh, can you put it here when I get the name of it? He's like just it's New York. You see all these advertisements and stuff, and some guy bumps into him and he has these glasses, and the guy looks like super fucking like
Lizardy.
No. He looks so like anxious.
Okay.
And he's trying to get somewhere. So the guy's like, hey, you forgot your glasses, and he puts them on. And then when he looks at a billboard of like a movie, it's no longer the billboard. It just says in plain and white, reproduce. Yeah. And then he's in the store and he sees some people are normal. And then he sees some people who have like really fucked up faces. And those faces used to give me nightmares as a kid. Yeah. And they were aliens. But they were mostly the rich people. So when he would look at them, he would be like, there's one really famous part and you can put it here. The guy goes, this woman, fucking ugly as sin. Yeah. You're all right, but something fucked up face. Like he was trying, like he got so bewildered because everything had a subliminal messaging to it.
Like you could see through the
Yeah,
bullshit.
like, and then he would look like at newspapers, and the newspapers would be like lies, buy more, like that. And it was a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
That was
It's really a cool concept, actually.
yeah, really cool concept. And then like as you go on, he finds more people who know about this, and apparently they're the same thing as that reptilian sort of backstory.
Do you think like it could be like the source of this? Like you gotta always think that like a conspiracy theory, like some people, what motivated that kind of concept to come to life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think like it could be partly that it's the people who are of lower class would like to villainize, like the 1%er?
I think that's a very, very, very good point, and that's how it's been throughout the history of mankind.
I'm not saying all of them are good, like kind people. That, like,
No, but you're right. But you're right. It's always been that the commoners or the lower class, especially if you look at medieval times. Why do you think kings and monarchs used to have armies? They had to be able to quell the lower classes and to make them peasants and to keep them down there. But I have no doubt that this 1% sort of evil reptilian society that's there might have been brought up by the 99 or the 98% who are suffering under these people and who are just like
because you do two things at the same time. One, you villainize the one that who are top earners, and at the same time you make it like, okay, so how this person got to be so rich is not through knowledge, is not through influence or any of those
things that are achievable by other people.
Yeah, it's not achievable because it's like extraterrestrial. Like it's not. It's
like he wasn't playing fair.
Like like that. That's how we got it. So I don't have telepathic fucking power, so I can't fucking manipulate people to give me money. So I won't be there. But this is how this guy got it, not through knowledge, success, like hard work. Work hard every day. I thought that's gonna the quotes coming out. It's you against you.
It's like a lizard fucking fitness coach. I cut my dick off every day. It grows back by the end of the night, which means nothing lasts forever. But I will.
I mean, 99.9% it is that. It's either just a story or the message behind it is that. But the 1% chance that these people could be right. I mean, think about it. If you're like a race that's their planet has been wiped out, there's a limited number of them left. Wouldn't you be trying to make more of yourself so in the new planet you're in, you don't get killed off when they find out?
So that's the thing. So they believe that it's like they're waiting. They're waiting, and because they're reptiles, they have like a slow reproductive not just system, but like because they live so long, they don't. They aren't able to breed. So like even if it'll take hundreds of years for them to do that, but they're like immortals.
Okay, so I'm gonna go off like movie based to like give a bit of a concept here. So usually when like an alien life is trying to take over, there are a couple concepts here. One is that why did their planet become like uninhabitable, but bro, like they couldn't live there and they got destroyed. Like change the word. Like let me flip through a dictionary to get the word out.
You're like the reverse of Eminem.
I love it. They couldn't live though. They just left.
Yo, not happening. So and I slur my words. So anyway, so what could be the reason for it? Like conflict, whatever it was. So they don't want to,
lizards versus turtles.
TMNT, man. You could be real.
The slowest.
My man Raphael.
Yeah, but think of it now. Like maybe the Ninja Turtles were like
real,
were like priests for them.
They lived in the sewers. I don't think there's a lot of like left by a rat.
Yeah, where do you think lizards live, bro?
Honestly, most of them behind the paintings I've hung outside of my house.
That's why you hate lizards.
I mean, I don't know many people that are like in
I'm
love
okay with
lizards.
I'm okay with
I
them.
don't hate them. I just don't like that they come
There's a
inside
good
my house.
percentage of people. There's a good percentage of people that believe lizards are lucky charms. So when there's a lizard there, they're like, "Oh, it's a lucky charm to have it there."
You're so lucky.
But my question is, let's say they are people, right? They are a category of whatever existing beings. If I keep killing them, does that make me racist against them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a different race.
There's definitely gonna be a
That's literally the definition of being a racist.
Fuck it, then I guess I'm racist against lizards.
He imagine he starts like the KKK, but it's like the KKL. Or like something with L in it. Like, we hate them goddamn lizards.
I mean,
well, it's not like
KKK
KKK as a
stood-
being.
I fucked up. I realized the Ku Klux Klan had
yeah, I
nothing
was
to do
like,
with
Ku Klux
it's not
Klan, like Ku Klux lizards. like, that means that it's a clan of lizards, actually.
No, that's how you get them. you get them to sign up. And then
So
Nazi ass.
tell me
Someone
where-
did that actually to like target the specific race.
Yeah.
What they did was that they were like,
a fan club?
oh, like they put out like this protest. They were like, oh, sign up if you're against this and everything. And they got the full data of every person who was like a racist or like something like that. And they were like, all right, in the system, motherfuckers, you're all on the watch list.
There's even a show that came out. It's a DC show. It was really funny. It's with John Cena. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Suicide Squad?
It was after.
Yeah, it's the
same
guy in
character,
Suicide Squad.
But they built a series around him.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
You should watch it, but it has the same theme as,
Really?
and it's hilarious. It's so funny. But
Okay, I don't know if we're gonna get flagged. Like, we might have to edit this out after I say it. But
Sorry, the name of the series is Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yes.
So when there was, I'm not gonna name it, but you'll know the story. When there was an extremist group who shot up a lot of people for a specific drawing, what they did in Texas was that they held a drawing of that specific person competition to bring in the people who would be extremists and want to like shoot up people. And they showed up, 2 people showed up with guns trying to like stop that contest. And it's in Texas. What do you think it was? It was a setup, motherfucker. And they brought and they killed them.
Really? I never heard that, but that's
It was
interesting.
a prophet of Islam. You're not meant to draw it.
Yeah, I know.
We,
I know.
we don't have to like.
I thought he's not getting
No,
it.
no,
he
no.
knew
I
that
didn't get the
concept.
part of the Texas.
The Texas
Yeah, so
people
they
were
I didn't know they
like,
did that.
Yeah.
Texas was like, oh, we got this. We're like, we're gonna hold the competition. They were like, no, we're not. And then they're like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
there was not actual contest of like who can draw better. Like,
I know.
I'm just trying to point out like, that's not the case. Like,
Karen, you win.
ding, ding, ding. Bang, bang, bang.
I got it the first minute. You didn't have to explain. It's not a real drawing face outs.
But get beside Jesus in church.
So going back to our reptilian friends, you know, the thing is that
Friends, I want to kill them.
you want to kill everyone, bro. You keep saying
lizard
if there's a
people-
zombie apocalypse, I gotta kill everyone around me. Like,
Bro, I had facts there. Like, you know it's right.
yeah, but I'm with you.
I didn't say like everyone. I just said some people. You're not in the category of some people.
Okay. Just, yeah.
Debate.
Who do you love more, me or Nat? But yeah, and they also believe that. So people,
After 2 years, I'm doing podcasts with 2 corpses. How you guys doing today?
and he's talking to us.
You have the AI talking from me.
But the thing is that people also believe that the royal family of the UK were lizards.
I've heard this one.
Yeah, and Queen Elizabeth was a lizard, and she was also a cannibal.
Queen Lizard.
Cannibal lizard, as in she would eat other lizards.
So she would eat
or-
humans.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't
It
be
was
cannibal,
yeah,
though.
no, but like they used to say that she was a cannibal. That's why she lived for so long.
Have you heard the extent of this conspiracy theory? They think that, well, those people that believe in this, they think Princess Diana found out about this
And was killed off.
and was gonna go
Yeah.
public, so they killed.
Did you read
her.
my notebook?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for
Is that
ruining my
Oh.
topic.
I thought that was the extent.
No,
of
no,
your
but
It
research.
was his mic drop moment, and he's like, "Fuck!" Like, let me
No,
go.
but you are right. A lot of people believe that Princess Diana was killed because she found out many things. One of those being
They're lizard people.
yeah, that they might be lizard people. But this is a stretch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about a conspiracy here. But
Have you seen Jim Jeffries' stand-up about Queen Elizabeth? It's like Queen Elizabeth has 4 cocktails a day. That's 8 drinks a day. She's a full-blown alcoholic.
no, but she lived very long. And there was another.
I
There's
mean, why wouldn't she? She's living a stress-free life.
no, but people believe. Actually, people thought that. People thought she died a long time ago and was on strings.
on strings or
like she was a puppet.
It's a hard time driving a Range Rover, like, fucking,
Bro,
like
can
in
you
the
imagine-
back seat,
bro,
like,
bro,
fuck.
can you imagine? Can you imagine there's someone like behind her? Okay, now and bring her forward.
wave. No, I
That
heard,
explains the wave.
What do you
Yeah.
call it when they have someone that looks double?
A double, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the conspiracy was that she has a double, not that she's on strings.
But they believe she died. Like they believe she had died a long time ago, like a while back.
I mean, I
and,
saw a video on this that like the way she would speak was different, and like her walking. And
and if you
everything was
notice,
different.
they even said that she was no longer going to be seen in public, only
Yeah,
in
yeah.
private events.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean that's a very interesting again conspiracy, and the thing is that people didn't really think about this, but in 2020, a guy made a huge bomb in the U.S. and he had a letter on him, and apparently he killed himself and like injured 4 people and like damaged 30 buildings.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
where?
So I was wondering.
Kills 4 people, but damaged 30 buildings?
No, he only killed himself, but the shockwave
Yeah.
had like damaged, and he sent his friend a letter telling them that you know there are lizards among us and this kind of stuff, and you know
Jesus.
this is the only way I can bring news to it, and it's kind of crazy, you know, like
That I never heard the news of it. That's weird.
Yeah, no.
2020, bro.
2020, we were locked in the house playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, yeah.
12 hours a day. So
That's a crazy. Yeah, that's
Wasn't really
crazy.
watching the
So I
news.
mean, that's one of the popular ones, and you know, again, it's something that it's something for at least me to be an interesting read, you know. And then there's another one which I think you guys will be interested in. Apparently, have you guys heard of permafrost? So you know, Antarctica and all these really cold places, Siberia. There are certain levels of cold where something can be literally kept forever, like
Oh, permanent frost. Okay.
yeah, permafrost they call it, and they believe that a lot of the diseases that are going to come out in the future might be coming from the Earth warming up, and these sort of corpses, like which they have a mammoth, some other insects, are actually being revived and being spread, because in Antarctica and Alaska, in some places of Alaska, they found a virus that would be devastating.
Oh, the zombie virus, right?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
something
I
like
brought
that.
this up like 9 episodes ago, and you guys shat on me. Like I was like, oh, apparently there's a new virus they found that's gonna like it could potentially end the world.
No,
or
I didn't
whatever.
say that.
We
I
never
said-
shut you down.
I said
No,
I,
you shat on me.
no. I think what I said was that the whole concept of like them bringing a virus like that is that the fear of the global warming and the Earth warming up is that like certain viruses that are like kept in the permafrost are going to be released. So it's best to create the anti-virus for it, like the what do you call it, like the vaccine for it and whatever. So they'll be like prepared. So like I don't think I was like, oh, you shut on. Okay.
But that's the thing, right?
Sorry.
And a lot of people are actually pretty concerned because, you know, I don't know if you guys saw on the news, they made a mammoth meatball recently.
Yeah.
So they used the genes of a mammoth and they mixed it with another animal, and as an art exhibition, they had put a meatball that was made like a prehistoric meatball.
Did anyone try it?
I don't know if anyone ate it.
No, I think it was an art piece.
It was an art piece, but
It's not like
So you go
cafeteria.
through all
like-
that and then you'd be like,
yeah, you can't eat it though.
like that's all you could do.
No,
man.
but that's the
At
thing.
least slap some meat on the faucet of it to be like this used to be like
This is what your great grandfather would eat.
Yeah.
if he's a good ass fucking hunter. Like,
No, but that's the
now-
thing. But you know, it is proven that humans used to hunt mammoths.
I mean, it makes sense because as a sense of like what could they chase and like, you know, injure, it would be a mammoth would be a better shot than a what was it? The
Siberian
tiger.
No, but they used to. But the reason why mammoths is because they used to completely recycle. They would recycle everything out of a mammoth. They'd use the hide. They'd use the tusks. They'd use all this. And the reason like why they were so successful towards mammoths is because mammoths had shit stamina, and human beings are the most dangerous animal when it comes to stamina, because we. So what they used to do is that they used to scare mammoths and other animals, especially like in Africa. They would injure them and then make them run.
You know, wolves do this.
Yeah.
There was a story. I don't remember where it was, somewhere in the U.S., but they were watching this pack of wolves chase a deer. So they injured it a little bit and then kind of funneled it through to like middle of a river, like a frozen, like really cold water, and the wolves would just like sit around the river and wait for the deer to basically just die off from hypothermia. Then they would just go grab it and like bring it up.
Respect.
But I guess it would be a similar technique. With
Yeah, so that's actually, it's very interesting because I don't know if you guys seen the show on BBC called Mankind. So
I've seen-
it explains about how human beings became an apex predator. Before we, had the invention of tools and such, we had Neanderthals and such, but they were able to basically outkill any animal due to stamina. Because
stamina numbers.
yeah, because similar to a deer could outrun you, but if you kept on its trail,
Yeah.
it would never be able to relax and keep running until it was exhausted. And a lot of the times, ancient humans or prehistoric humans would chase these mammoths and get them to the point of exhaustion and then just kill them. And that's why they believe that the biggest reason why mammoths didn't last as long is because humans were growing and they were just feasting on mammoths.
You know how they used to hunt buffaloes in America, like the Native Americans, and like after that. So they would basically chase them to a cliff, and then the buffaloes wouldn't have anywhere to run.
So
They would jump off the cliff.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was that, and also after the invention of guns, buffaloes, like the herd has this thing that like when they hear a gunshot and they see one of them die, they don't run away. They just stay there. So they would just like surround them and then just start shooting.
Is there a
the fuck
reason?
out of
Is there a reason why they wouldn't run?
It's just genetically they're stupid, I guess.
Imagine like one drops and like
At least it ain't me.
Yeah, and the funny part is they wouldn't even eat the meat. They would just kill them for the hide, and they would just leave like
Really?
hundreds of them.
I've
That's
tried
why-
bison. It's really good.
That's why they were. I think they're out of it now, but they were in the endangered animal list for a while. The American buffalo, because they would kill like thousands of them and just leave the meat there and just.
Are
take
you
the
talking
hide.
about buffalo or bison?
Bison? Sorry.
Bison.
Yeah, bison.
Because bison are
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah, bison. Yeah.
Yeah, bison in America. Bisons. To be honest, I think they're such beautiful animals because they, By the way, they are extinct in parts of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In parts of America,
Yeah,
like
there's different species of them there.
Oh, okay.
But bisons, yeah, man, they were like, imagine a cow on steroids. Yeah, is it a cow though?
I think it's like genetically, if you
Like
trace
a
them
cousin
back,
or something like that. Yeah, but they're huge, man. Have you seen that video of the wolves chasing a small bison and the other one just comes and get the fuck out of the way? You know,
tries to pummel the shit out of them.
Yeah, man. So, but again, that permafrost,
Yeah.
they believe that there's a very big threat because mammoths are similar to like elephants, right? They're
So it
cousins.
can
So they
pass,
actually
like,
have a lot of
Genetic
sort of
similarity.
similar traits. So there are things such as mammoth graveyards. And what is a mammoth graveyard? So like an elephant graveyard.
every fucking time.
I thought the lizards found where we were transmitting this, but elephant graveyards is basically elephants who choose to die. They go die at a certain spot, and they believe that a lot of these animals died with diseases because they got injured, an infection happened, and the elephant knew or the mammoth knew that, you know, it's my time to die. I will go die where all the other mammoths die.
Yeah.
So they believe that those places have been just festering disease, that they're literally like landmines all over the world. So what happens when it gets warm? And you know, warm activates.
It comes to the surface.
Yeah,
then
and it affects, let's say, a bat,
yeah.
or let's say it infects something like that. And this is how, you know, like an
grows,
epidemic can happen. So it's a very interesting reason.
Fucking hell, man. Should we just kill ourselves and get this over with? Like, is the conclusion?
Slide it on. You start.
Either the lizard people are gonna get us, or the fucking viruses are gonna get us, or the zombies are gonna
That's
get
the whole
us.
concept of conspiracy theory as well. Like, it's not just for the fact that, let the people who have extra time to just get creative and just dive into a rabbit hole. It's to also spread fear. Like, the whole concept, like, another thing about conspiracy theory is that, like, people get influenced by such theories and they have a fear installed in them that, like, throughout time, like, you know, like, it kills hope at the same time as well. You know what I mean? So, like, that's, like, there was, what was that show, The Sandman?
Yeah,
Did you guys watch it?
Yeah, that was, I couldn't watch it.
I really liked that show.
it was okay.
And one thing I really liked about that part, I don't know if you guys watched throughout the whole
finished it,
thing.
I finished
Yeah,
it.
so remember when he was
Spoilers.
spoiler alert, it's been out for a while. So it was
It's your fault.
Yeah, so there was, remember the whole chess game between Sandman and the devil?
Okay.
So how they, during the chess game, it was like, I'll say something, like I'll say I'm a hunter, and you'll say something what can kill me, and it goes back and forth. So the devil said, I'm anti-life, as in, like, I kill everything, as in, like, what can go against that. And how he won that battle was that he said, I'm hope, because hope flourishes strength. Hope goes again, can be used. Hope is the light in the darkness, so hope can go against it. So I feel like such things like conspiracy theories, or like anything else, like in general, news, whatever, like all, I'm not categorizing them at the same level, but like the whole concept that is that there's fear, there's more chance of people being hopeless about what the future could hold for us.
It's not only that as well. It's when there's fear, you can control.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you see governments use this tactic that, like, when there's a lot of internal conflict in any country, they pick a country, another country to, like, villainize to bring the country together.
Yeah.
So that's
strongest when they're like
they use the fear from, like, like an external source.
the big bad wolf for like that.
to-
I think,
There's the. Sorry, you go.
no, fine. Continue.
Like, I kind of lost track of what I was gonna say though. That's the fucked up thing. But other than just like the control with fear, there are others certain things. Like, remember how what
Handcuffs.
could be, but remember? Did you watch that episode of Rogan with that woman who's like
Left China, North
from
Korea.
North Korea?
Yeah,
She's that woman who's like exposing all the secrets of North Korea.
Basically, she escaped from North Korea. Ignore him. And she was saying
I
that,
saw that, but
so she was saying that he she was saying that like on a daily basis, bro. On a daily
Korosh
basis.
keeps grabbing his non-existent breasts.
Non-existent.
Don't say shit about it. So he was saying that she was saying that like on a daily basis, a person would not think about like how fucked up their life could be, how bad the situation is when they're starving and they will literally eat cockroaches or like grab rats to like make some sort of stew out of it or whatever just to be able to survive. It's legit. Like they ate cockroaches just to survive and shit like that. So yes,
I just don't know where you're going with this.
No,
but I'm
that's
saying like it's like when there's a fear of someone and like when there's the control that they bring with that fear onto the people, like they can limit stuff. Like for example, when you limit the food supply and people are starving, then people
no one gives a shit about LGBT.
no one gives a shit about any of that. Then like you have zero, like your only hope is to survive the day now.
Yeah.
So you don't even think about the future. You don't remember like how good the past could have been or anything like that.
So are you saying? So are you saying?
Only God can judge.
So are you saying conspiracy theories are a method of controlling people?
I believe conspiracy theories could be look, there are things that people you can look at it in both ways. Conspiracy theories could be in a way that it can motivate you to not always look inside the box and look outside the box, but at the same time they bring this sense of fear, like this sense of like hopelessness that there is to it as well.
But how is it hopeless? Like, sorry if I'm being.
You're not being that. Like you're
No.
not
So like,
actually.
let me explain to you. Yeah, there have been many cases of conspiracy theories that later on turned out to be
Proven
true.
right.
Right.
So
To be true.
that's what I mean. There are both sides of it. You can look out of it that if not all look inside the box and start looking outside the box, you'll be like, yeah, this could be true. Why are we doing this?
I think there's multiple categories. One is stupid people that we never used to hear about now have access to the internet and they find each other and
That's
come
the
up with shit like
unfortunate
that.
thing. Yeah.
Then category 2 is people who are in charge use that to control the stupid people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one is it's actually true.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I think there's different. There might be more.
Yeah,
categories.
there are.
But
like-
think about it like this, right? A lot of conspiracy theories, at least from what I've read, are, whistleblowers, people that try to sort of
Shine light.
go against the status quo and say, like, your government or your whatever is doing something and we want you to know about it. Yeah. True. And then you have other kind of conspiracy theories where there's no. They do mention that they're being deceived. One big one is the flat Earth theory,
yeah.
right? And they believe that flat Earth is, we are being lied to
Yeah.
keep the world is not spherical, and
well, that's achieved, by the way.
but that's the thing.
So it's flat.
It's
Like
not
no,
that-
first of all, it's not fucking flat. But let's say it's flat.
No, I think it's
What's up?
Most of it is like what's up.
Like legit.
He's gonna
what
roll
you-
up on it. Yo, what up? Yo,
No, what have you achieved? Like, what have you achieved with this fucking thing?
No,
now?
so there's
Like,
there's multiple theories behind this. One is they say that the Earth is flat, so it has boundaries. So we are being kept in these boundaries, and if you exit this, you'll reach something. else.
Valhalla.
No. Like something outside the government's control or whoever is running Earth. That's one of them.
Okay.
It's the second one. Well, first one is that people are stupid that say that. But
Yes.
second one is what I said. Third one is that they say that the Earth is flat. And then once you get on the same level as them that the Earth is flat, then that gives them the power to question and undermine anything else that the governments are telling you. So they use that as like okay, so if this is true, then fuck everything else that everyone is saying,
Yeah, I know, but like, there's so little power for this conspiracy theory to like spread this because there are legit videos.
They think it's
of
doctored.
people.
No, they
No,
think
but
it's
there's a
doctored.
video of this guy. I don't know when this came out. A few years
With the
ago. I
whole
think.
thing, the wall.
Yeah, have you seen this?
That was fucking hilarious. We talked about this, but it was fucking hilarious. Where the guy's like, "Now listen, if the light should go right through that hole." And then he
You
goes,
see the light? No. And then he's
raise
like,
it up.
Fuck.
the
No, he
moment
drops it down a little bit. It's like fuck. Like
And there was a guy that tried to make like a homemade, not a missile. What do you call it? Like a
Balloon?
like a
Rocket?
to go. If I go high enough, I can see. And then I think he burned to death because it was a homemade fucking.
No,
jet.
but even if you
It's like crisp.
No, but even if you go up to 30,000 feet on a commercial flight or a little bit higher than that,
Yeah.
looking out the window, you do see that there is a sort of curve.
Curvature. Yeah.
Very little bit because of how massive the Earth is. But
No,
like,
but you do see that. You do see that
a
it's
little
not just
bit, it
like
could be.
plain. I got
I
it.
mean, yeah, but sorry, I do want to say this. Like, let's say the whole concept, like inside the box thing, right? Even let's think of it as a literal box. Okay, if you're inside the box, you're not aware of everything that's happening in the corners, right? But if you, these corners,
I will know what's happening in the corners.
no,
I'm in the box.
outside of them, outside of it. Okay, so let's not even sides. Okay, so just like you said, it could be like this shit is happening right here, and we're not aware of it because we're inside of it. But at the same time, just like you said, it could be a distraction that we're like, no, fuck that. Look at this. Earth is flat. Earth is like lizard people like this. So people would just be consumed to get outside of the box and concentrate on this part and don't even understand what the fuck is happening in reality. Like they control it. Yeah, in sense of lizard people, it could be outrageous and like a conspiracy theory. But the fact that logically, okay, a person who runs for a presidential term of 4 years is not in control. This person cannot be controlling everything that's happening. It will be a chaos. There has to be a constant in the background that has the full control. Because if you were to change, let's think of a company, okay? A CEO, if it were to change a CEO every couple of years, the company, it will be so volatile in terms of productivity, function, and everything like that. So there has to be that constant thing that's happening at the same time. That's why you have like board of directors that never go, like usually most of the time barely changes. But the CEO, the C-level executives could change.
But
that's what I mean by I'm saying like yes, there are. I think in my opinion, by logic, yes, there are people who are in power, but I wouldn't say they're lizard people. But let's get
No, but it comes
could
back.
be anything.
It comes back to your point of where the people that are not involved in it tend to, as you said, like a really good point was that hey, I can't achieve that. He must be doing something differently to me, which I can't achieve.
Possible.
Right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that like when you look at these kind of conspiracies, at least for me, some of them are very interesting and make sense. Like
100%.
the permafrost,
Yeah.
right? It is like it is a very big threat out there, and we've seen it that when you, a very good example is when the Spanish went to South America. When you expose a population to a foreign or old bacteria, and imagine these were just guys who had colds going there.
Actually, I have a really good story that I'm gonna bring up another episode, but I'll just give you like a brief summary because I haven't finished researching it.
Let's note that down because one time you said like I wanted.
No, this one I'm in the middle of researching, so it's definitely gonna be an episode. But
I'm gonna write down. Kurosh promises us something.
no, so it's about a UFO story in Brazil in 1996, if I'm not mistaken, that they found a crash site.
Okay.
The military completely took over it.
Okay.
They blocked off everyone, and then there is evidence that this guy, that there were like these beings inside of it dead, or I think half dead, some shit like that. And one of the military personnel touched it and to like move it to a secure facility. And then after a while, this guy gets severe like shit, like diseases that no one's gotten before and dies. But this is gonna be for another episode. When
Yeah,
I
I want to
this.
ask questions, but
No,
since
no,
you haven't fully
yeah.
researched, it, I can't really ask questions.
But you know what's really funny? Do you okay? So
that he died.
no. Do you know when astronaut? Do you guys remember the spaceship Columbus, which crashed and killed all of the astronauts? So it was re-entering
Yeah,
Earth
yeah, yeah.
and it exploded.
Yeah.
And people went and started touching the debris that was on Earth.
Okay.
Like it landed in certain places, and a lot of people got sick from it.
I mean, that could be jet fuel and shit.
No,
like
but that was radiation.
radiation.
That was radiation because remember, when you're in space, you don't have an ozone layer to protect you from radiation. Why do you think these guys have to wear the suits and the ship is sort of shielded?
Also because of
No, but
pressure,
that's one. That's
but
one.
the radiation.
But that's one. But the
No, I
radiation is
understand. I'm not
the radiation is a
saying
big
no.
point, and the thing is that the radiation could poison you. And like, even imagine air hostesses are not allowed to be pregnant while flying. And the reason, no, because the reason, one of the reasons for it is that even air hostesses and pilots have to be monitored for radiation. Because imagine they're flying at a higher altitude where the atmosphere is less compared to us. So they are hit more with these radiation rays.
Constant travel.
Yeah,
It's not
constant.
Like, if you're pregnant, you can fly, but like if you're air hostess, you're gonna be like on a flight, then hop on the next one. And
They live like half their life in the air. So I mean, they do have higher amounts of radiation levels in their body, and you know what radiation does?
Yeah.
Radiation from your phone, radiation gives you cancer, gives you
Spider-Man, Hulk.
Spider-Man was a.
Imagine this guy went,
spider.
bro. Imagine this guy went to Chernobyl and like, who wants to go touch elephant's foot? He's like, I become.
Is there a mammoth?
They actually they were doing a research on the dogs they found around that area, and their genetics is completely changing.
Yeah, because what does radiation do? It changes the fabric of your DNA.
Yeah.
And you know, they say that all the animals that are in Chernobyl have been sectioned off. Because if they breed with animals that are outside, they can cause, you know, a very big change. And but I heard about the dogs there changing and stuff.
Can I go back to astronauts for a second?
Sure.
This is a really small thing that it hit me the other day. You know how they have all the suits on and shit, right? And they do the spacewalks. What do they do when they have an itchy nose?
Resist the temptation.
Yeah, but sometimes they're out for
No,
like 4 or 5 hours.
I
Do you know
remember.
the answer to this?
I know the answer.
Okay, tell me.
So I've seen that one astronaut was talking about on the mask, like on the thing, they have something that's like it can come up and they can rub their face on it.
They used to put these like pieces of like I don't remember what material they said, but like
Sandpaper,
something,
some shit.
like something that's similar to sandpaper, but not sandpaper.
Voldemort? What are you here, man?
The full front is like full of blood. Like I can't see the
Well, you know, the good thing is that the itch is gone. Bad news is
Actually,
So
that's
is my
another
nose.
good point. What if they sneeze? Like, achoo, fuck, I can't see
they have a
anything.
visor, right? That cleans it. I even heard about that.
Probably. I mean, if Formula One drivers have it, I'm sure they can figure it out.
Yeah,
for
actually,
the
that
astronauts.
Imagine it just like, imagine it has a big nose.
Starts fogging up.
But you know,
Spit on it. No, you don't. Like
That's-
swimmers do this. Like
yeah.
if you spit in your like
it
swimming,
doesn't fog up.
Yeah, so
Even for
astronauts, but you can't
For
spread
scuba
it.
diving.
Bro, you know, if he tried spitting, it'd just be like a ball going slow.
Yeah, also you
But-
can't spread it. It's just sitting.
No,
there.
but in the scuba diving also, like I remember we had to do this. The guy was like, "I'm sorry, but like
yeah, you go spit, on
spit."
it.
Like, it's like,
He wasn't even in the team. They just like, just spit.
Spit.
I'm at the beach. I'm like, okay.
But what do you guys think about like, you know, in space, being in space? Would you be someone who would in the future be willing to live in space, or would you rather live on a planet?
Well, it depends on the situation here.
Like, okay, I'll give you an option. Okay, Earth is dying, right?
Okay.
And there's a ship that will take humans to a new planet.
Okay.
Right? And you know that time travel, like, I mean, not time travel, but space travel is not that simple. Like, astronauts, scientists have a big problem because human beings aren't designed to travel in space.
Okay.
You know? So either they have two ways of doing it. Either you live your life on the trip going there because it'll take 100 years to get there or whatnot, or you download your brain into some system or you cryo chamber. But cryo chambers have such a big issue because by getting too cold, you sort of fracture. Fissures happen within your body, which basically kills you off.
Didn't Walt Disney do this?
They say that his body is like in some cryo
Is that a
chamber.
conspiracy?
It's not. No, it's not just him. It's a service that like rich people can pay for it. It's like they freeze your body, mind.
But, no, but they say it's wrong because they don't freeze your mind. They don't freeze it because what happens is that
Is it permafrost? Like
no. So what happens is that as a human being, right? If you're frozen, sooner or later your body starts, or the ice itself starts getting small fissures within itself. So it's still solid, but imagine your lungs being like a crack happening into your lungs. So when they reanimate you, when they heat you up and stuff, you have internal organ failure.
Can't they just
Console.
take your clone, like take your DNA and clone you?
Yeah, but that's different. That's cloning. You see, that's cloning, and you can't clone a soul. So this is the big conundrum, right?
Let's go back to the space thing.
No, I was just explaining to you why it couldn't. So
Yeah.
most likely,
I mean,
what they
the
would
soul
do.
thing actually, I'm so sorry, but like I want to say, it's like they do because on the surgery bed, it also weighs you.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay.
this.
Like they say that when the person dies, there's a certain amount of weight that goes down. But this could also be contributed to the fact that when a person dies and an enzyme gets activated and starts like killing you from the inside. So like the the high school biology, the ATP powerhouse like in the cells. So that enzyme starts like killing it off. So they say that I'm not too knowledgeable about I'm just trying to make it like the whole.
You're so cautious with the bullshit. Like you think everything I say is a fact.
No, I'm just saying like. Well, I'm not an expert. Like I'm stupid, so like I gotta say like.
You're not stupid.
So basically. Hey, so they say like it could be contribute to that, but also they say this could be the whole concept of soul. Like when that weight goes down, that's it. That's why when like someone like might be having a problem, like they might be dying or something like that, and before the ambulance comes, they like fill bathtub with ice and put them in ice because that slows that enzyme down.
Exactly. So your body starts decomposing. But another thing I'll just say is that okay, if I did clone you. Yeah. How do I get your memories back? You'll be you, but you'll be not you. You know what I mean? You'll be a newborn baby, but you won't have your memories. So you're the same person with
like
the same
Deadpool, coronation diapers.
No, but think of it like that. You know.
But
So
I guess if we're talking about this hypothetical thing, hopefully at that point they can download your mind.
That's what I was saying to him. So like, what I was saying to him is that. Would you talking about space and stuff?
Yeah, so you were giving options. One option is Earth is going to shit. They have a ship that's going to go to some other planet.
So either you live your life on Earth, right?
Till it all goes down.
Till it all goes down. You probably it will happen, but like when you're older and stuff like that. Okay. But they don't know.
Say there's 50 years left.
Yeah, 50 years left. Yeah. Okay. And the other one is that you take this voyage, you get into the ship, and you're going to a destination. But again, you probably live on the spaceship. But the spaceship.
But you never reached this.
But your future generations will.
Yeah, your future generations.
So like your kids will have a chance to get to that.
It's either that or get.
But there are hazards like asteroid fields, and you never know what might happen. And stuff like that.
What was that movie? Passenger.
Yeah, very similar to that.
Or they put you in a pod.
Yeah, they put you in a pod.
Wake you up when you get there.
Yeah, but the thing is that let's say you don't have that technology yet, so you have to live on the ship.
So do you have a third option where you can download your?
No, but that's the easiest one. Then
then that's No, the two options are stay on Earth and die, or stay on the ship and die and let your generations hopefully reach the destination.
What was the whole conscious thing? Like you download your conscious.
No, that's another. I was saying to you the options. So scientists actually now are thinking about because they do want to. There will be most likely human beings on different planets, right? But you have a cradle of life on each solar system. Or universe where scientists identify that this area due to the temperature and stuff most likely will have life or the fundamentals of building life. But we have an issue that as human beings we cannot withstand the travel because the travel takes 150 years.
Okay.
So scientists have two streams, right? Either they make a ship that's run by a robot or a team that sort of grow the astronauts that will live there. So by the time they reach there, the people who will inhabit that place will be like 20 years old.
Yeah, like 2-3 generations.
They'll be taught,
later.
they'll be this, and then they'll go live there. The other one is that depending on the technology, we download your conscience into a computer, and then either they find you a new body or a robot where you operate, like you become that robot.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, if that's a choice, then why not just let them download your mind? You live your life on Earth, and your mind is going somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. That would be the third
That
option.
would be
I will download my mind. I will live it, die. That is transferred there, and it goes.
It's not transferred there. The thing is that remember,
like if they download, you're wiped out here.
No. If you're think of it like this. It's not like once you die here, some link takes you there. It
No, I'm
doesn't make
saying like,
sense.
let's say
Like Avatar.
It's two
Remember?
different people. It's two
I
different
understand.
people.
I understand. Let's say right now this happens, right?
You should watch Transcendence. by the way.
Me at the age of 26, they're gonna download my 26-year-old mind into the computer, and the ship is gonna take off. I'm gonna stay on Earth till I die naturally, or Earth goes to shit. And then once the ship reaches its destination, they're gonna put my mind in a body or whatever the fuck the solution is. And then I'm gonna be 26 again with only my memories limited to
28.
to the
26
point that they downloaded it from.
But
That's-
then you but that's what I'm saying. But then you die.
that's fine.
Yo, great movie idea. Maybe it's already there. Imagine you download your 26-year-old, right? And he goes into that like computer. Then that computer will transfer it once you die, and that link is activated in this theory, okay? In this scenario. So imagine you continue live on Earth that's dying, but then it's not almost dying, and you believe that that link that's like connected to you is like whatever, like it's like them controlling and all that. So you take out that link. So immediately the 26-year-old version of you is then like activated there, but you're still alive, but you're much older. And then that 26-year-old will start living, and then you will live in the consequence. You gain knowledge. You're like, holy shit, this is like a whole conspiracy thing. Like, not the Earth is still living, and then that spaceship crashes onto Earth again. Like, comes back to Earth, and that 26-year-old of you is now against the fucking 50-year-old you. That's now like against the whole concept.
It's
That's
kind of a
26-year-old.
mix of Gemini Man and Alter Carbon. I don't know if you've seen
Alter
any
Carbons were pretty good.
Oh fuck! Okay,
Alter Carbon.
I thought I was being very.
No,
No, but it's
not. It's
interesting.
not. I'm saying it's two separate
Alter
things.
Carbon was a good ass fucking
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
by the way. Like
I think the first season was good. Then it just got like
the
boring.
second season was a bit straight, but I think they're good.
I
Still.
think
Yeah,
the actor,
it
the
was
first
a good
for the
series.
first season was very good.
the actor was much better. I think.
Yeah, but it would be a cool concept,
Right.
As a movie. Yeah.
Think
But,
about like
but-
you're
but-
against you, but who it like? So you need to.
No, I got it.
No, but the idea here, my question to you guys is, a life on Earth, natural, or a promise of living a longer life, but probably majority of it would be on a spaceship.
It's how much you give a shit about the next generation of your own link.
It doesn't have to be. Think.
No, but I'm saying like okay,
For
if
him,
you
that's
stay
the
on
answer.
but if you stay on Earth, your kid, if the Earth is gonna die out in 50 years, your kid's not gonna have a life. So you're like
No, your kids can go in there. Like
No,
it's
but
not
the
about
kids
the
that
kids.
you haven't had yet.
you haven't had yet. Like if you have kids, that
Like, let's
kid's
say
gonna
the ship
die.
takes off today, and you're staying here. You're gonna meet to check this. Try to stay back. You guys have kids. 50 years.
It's done, right?
I still would pick that option. I think.
Like staying here.
Yeah, because I think it would be a short life, but it would be a glorious life.
I think
It will be a glorious
I
life.
don't think it's like Mad Max here that you can like rule people and
That's
then
not
like
what I was thinking. I was thinking
No,
like,
he was thinking about like sitting in nature, the world's
yeah,
about
that's what I was thinking.
Mad
Not
Max.
Mad Max. So definitely not staying fucking here. Like, fuck that shit.
But what if
Actually, I
it's-
think you do
but-
great.
No, but what if it's like that? What if it's like because
I'm ruling all.
No, but that's the thing, right? Like Earth is not
Chop
just
them in half.
no, but Earth is not just gonna be like one day. Boop, look at it. It's gonna be like degrading. Probably water's gonna become less.
But it's
less
not
of a resource.
instantaneous. It's a gradual.
Yeah,
growth,
degrading,
like,
yeah.
the gradual.
Yeah, but
uh,
the
reach
scientists
to
are
the-
wrong all the time. So I'll take that chance.
I don't know. It's actually a tough
Yeah,
one. But
I was trying to
might
get a
do
question
the-
from you guys. Is okay. Why wouldn't I want to be in space? Is it because you're surrounded by pressure all the time that can kill you? Like
No,
you know,
mine
it's
is gonna be like
uninhabitable.
I'm gonna be surrounded by people that I don't know in the ship, and what if I don't like them and I'm stuck with them for 100 years and fucking
Yeah, but it's not going to be like you go sleeping in the same bed. Like it's a huge
No, I
ship,
know.
like similar to Passenger, similar, right?
Yeah.
But the
There's a
thing is
show,
that
by the way, by Hugh Laurie. You know the Hugh Laurie, the actor from House, MD.
oh
that
yeah,
one.
I haven't seen
There's
it.
a show of that one. That was
No,
like,
but
it's
my,
not
my
bad.
point is like for me with like the issues I have being social and anxiety and all of that, I don't want to be in a confined space as big as it is with a bunch of people I don't know and there's no way out.
Wait, what about the?
Did you
whole
guys not watch The 100?
No, but what
Okay,
about
so the concept of 100 was Earth is going to shit.
Okay.
I don't remember for what reason. They get on a ship, they go live on the ship on atmosphere of Earth, on this like massive thing. and then they, after like generations, they send the ship back on Earth to see if like you can survive there, and it turns out that you can. But there's a whole bunch of shit that goes wrong on the ship, like people fighting over like the control of the people, and like because majority of the population is there. And like I had this thought back then was that if I'm on Earth and let's say 10% of the population remains,
Yeah.
first of all, you can just spread out and like you can run away from a situation that you don't want.
Yes.
But on a ship, you're stuck on the ship. If a psychopath somehow gets the being controlled, or a dictator gets to being controlled and tries to segment you into poverty or like whatever into
You're
different
right about
groups.
that,
Yeah, but you kill him. Like.
No, but
it's
it's a
the same as it's the same as politicians, dictators. Like on Earth, okay, if you can't run away, if they say like they.
Yeah, but do you have to think? Sorry, I continue. I don't want to like cut you off.
But that's what I'm saying. Like again, it's there are so many things that can go
Yeah, but,
wrong.
like, in my thinking, right now we don't have a way out. You live on this earth, you have to live by the rules of this earth, right?
Okay.
But in this scenario, I would imagine majority of population on Earth would want to get the fuck out, right? So there's very minimal amount of people left on Earth.
What if
And-
there's people that can't afford to get on the ship? What if there's again? There are many ifs, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm simply asking you: is
Can I say?
I would stay.
you would stay
would
because
stay.
you want Earth, like you want to be in a familiar ground?
I want to enjoy my life and then we go out with a bang.
Can I
at the
say
end.
2 points? One is that the whole dictatorship that he's saying, like we all watched Wall-E when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
Remember? So like, it's not about like you have to realize, as this whole conspiracy theory and everything that we're talking about, concept of manipulation is like and like the brainwashing is never direct. So how people can be manipulated is that like okay, the first generation are more aware, but like there will be a new generation created on that spaceship. So that new generation can be easily like be distracted by technology and everything, and you just see like lumps of like people on like the
Yeah, but that's extreme,
hovering-
bro. But
No,
that's extreme. Like
no, also I was just saying. I was just like I'm saying like the whole what if thing, okay? And then the second thing is that my concern would be so you know how when astronauts travel in space, there's a whole decrease in bone density.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. They
So-
figured out if you do
What about
resistance-
100 years?
resistance training every day
Resistance
and stuff
training
like
and
that.
everything.
So yeah, but when a kid is born, like and can't walk.
Yeah, I mean, over
no, I'm saying like
generations-
that will weaken.
it will change.
Like I'm saying, I was just saying like that could be a
That
too.
would be a concern.
But-
But would you stay on Earth or would you leave?
I think in terms of like if I were to have like for the out depends on how old I am, I think.
Right now.
Right now, I think I might stay.
You want to stay? What about you, Faisal?
Again, you
Right now, if they tell you,
gotta talk
this-
to the wife,
this scenario that they put out for
No,
you.
but again, I myself would most likely stay here because it's the familiarity and stuff. But it's also the idea that you'd see things you'd never seen before. Like you'd see, like you're passing and you'd see planets and, you know, experience it. Because at the end of the day, it's two options: either you die here, you die there.
I might go.
Yeah.
Actually,
You know.
I'll go.
And imagine like you get to a planet and, you know, it's like when the settlers in the United States just had all this frontier and there was all this, you know, freedom. You guys were talking about movies. There's this one movie, and I'll get you the name. I'm actually trying to look for it. Very interesting concept. It's about a spaceship that Earth was dying. Spaceship went, and they found a new planet. Okay, and they had these cryo chambers, so people slept in them. Some issue happened, and only half of the people woke up, but they were the people that were just passengers. They had no idea about the systems of the thing. So 300 years pass. And those people evolved and became cannibals inside. And then the second half of the passengers woke up. You've seen the movie?
Yeah. I don't
Good movie,
remember the
right?
name. Yeah, it's good.
So they think they're still in space. And they tried putting on the system and stuff like that. And they're like, what's happened? What are these aliens and stuff? But then they realize that it's the passengers from before who had to evolve and become cannibals because there was no food. The food ran out and stuff. Anyway, by the end of it, I know it's spoilers and stuff, they realized that they had landed 300 years ago onto the planet, but they were underwater. So the captain, only 300 years later, had been released. So he knew how to use the ship. and release themselves.
300 years, no one learned how to fucking.
I mean,
They didn't know, like the passengers didn't know how to operate anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they can leave you in the fucking launch room in NASA for a
Yeah.
million years, and doesn't mean you're gonna figure out the calculation. You know.
No, fair enough.
So, what your answer would be? You'd go.
I think I would go. Of course, you would have to. You know, you'd see like, is the ship like crammed and stuff like that? You're gonna be like that. Of course, there'll be like a discussion about that, but. Why wouldn't you not want to see the marvels of the universe? You know what I mean? Like
For me, it would be like, other than the concerns of that, is that there's the whole point you were trying to make was that you're going to explore, right? You see all the shit you haven't seen. Like for me, there's so much shit I haven't seen on Earth.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
I can just explore Earth, and also like if you say that, in my thinking is that majority of population is gonna leave. A lot of Earth is gonna bounce back. Like a lot of the issues we have now with pollution and like
no, but let's
overcrowding.
say that's not the thing. It's a meteor that's coming. Okay.
Yeah, but regardless,
If it's a meteor
we're
coming, I'm saying.
if we're saying that,
No, actually, because if it were to be like, oh, the ozone layer is like slowly, like
Degrading
breaking
and
down.
stuff. Yeah.
breaking down, I'll choose to leave because that 50 years is gonna be fucking miserable.
Okay. Let me give
If
you
it's
another
a
option.
meteor, I'm fucking staying.
Or let's say the Earth slowly slowing down the core, which means that
eventually
shit's gonna go like sideways.
Then
So
I'm just gonna compare the
pros and cons.
pros and like the concept, like what kind of concept of life I'm gonna have on both, and whichever is gonna be more enjoyable. Because at the end, human beings are selfish. Like I want to be like, what kind of best life I'm gonna have with my wife in the 50 years.
I think maybe a better question for you guys, right? You are visited by a superior race, okay? A superior being. They tell you, we give you an option. You stay on Earth, okay? Or we will show you all the mysteries of the world, the universe. You'll come with us, travel, you will see everything, but you can never come back home.
That. Who can I take? Can I take anyone with me?
Just
or
you.
Just me?
My man just said,
Oh shit,
"Yeah."
my wife.
No, but think of it. So let's say
No, because
you
knowledge
will
is-
see things like
I would always want to know.
Yeah.
Like if I were to have like the whole concept
Wait, is
of
this
like what
guaranteed? They don't have any like ulterior motive?
no,
Like,
bro,
the fucking
no.
gangrene
That's
like,
what I was saying.
oh, this is the mystery of life. Our dicks, like fuck you. Like,
No, but that's the thing. Like so.
you gotta
so-
suck on this to get it, to get the knowledge. You know?
No, but that's the thing. Like they are such superior beings that there's none of that shit in it, and and it's a situation where like I'm making the situation up. So like I'm telling you that
It's
it's
truthful.
guaranteed. You will see all the marvels. You'll see stars being born. You'll meet other aliens and stuff,
like the thing is that, bro,
and you're safe. Like nothing will happen to you. But you will never see a human being again.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yo,
with
I'm
that.
out. Peace.
you all like the thirst for knowledge is always like trumps everything. So like you always want to know everything. So like, I feel like that's such a like a.
I'm leaving the wife.
Tempting.
I'm leaving the kids. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Would
out.
you?
My wife watches this podcast. I can't say.
So
much.
that's a yes. Would you?
I think it would be like, I
sorry.
would do it. No, I would do it, but like how crazy is that? Yeah, and you will never see a human being again. You'll never see your planet
I'm
again.
already sick of them. Like, get me out of here.
I would see every fucking alien life there is. Like fuck, like you're gonna. Bro, how old are we? Like imagine the lifetime that you're gonna see other forms of life. You're gonna forget about it. You're gonna forget about. You're gonna forget about.
I was expecting at least one of you to be like, "No, man, I like it here. I'm out. Peace. I'll see you on the
I was
ship."
a bit too fast with that one.
Bro, I'm not even saying goodbye to anyone. I'm out. I'm disappeared. Take me right now through this window. I'm out of here.
And then imagine the alien goes,
please take my
"Korosh,
wife."
for you to prove how much you want to go." But yeah, man.
He's like, oh, I've also seen this on Pornhub.
I know how this goes.
The first thing I'd say, listen, this reptilian shit, is it real? It's like, yeah, those motherfuckers are crazy.
Get me the fuck out of here right now.
But yeah, like a lot of people have problems with that. They're like, no, I can't, or I can't imagine not seeing another human being.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like they speak English, so.
No, like yeah, of course.
we
like,
can communicate
They have
some-
such technology that like
We
you
can
know,
communicate,
language and
yeah.
shit like that
Yeah,
is
fuck,
not an issue.
yeah.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like, how much of your life actually like you spent like
You know how exotic I'm gonna become? Like how valuable I'm gonna be? Every planet you go to, they've never
you're
seen
gonna
you.
be the only because
He's
if
gonna
you're
be
not
like-
gonna be able to see
he's
another
He's
human
gonna be
being,
like a fucking sex toy.
Oh yeah, use me.
abuse me, do it, bro. Black and purple, bro. Like, let's get it.
There was a movie actually about. There's been a couple of movies that talk about like a human at the end is given an option: go back to your people or come with us, and everyone is picked. I'm going with you guys.
Yeah, what the fuck? What am I going back to? Lizard
Yeah,
people? Fuck that shit.
I wish in the future, again, time. They say that already we've proven that time travel is impossible, because sooner or later we would have known. Like we would have known because of the many fundamental rules that come with our dimension and the sphere that we live in, or the corridor, because it's considered like time is one dimensional, forward and back, right? But people believe that okay, there might be other dimensions. But can you imagine? Oh,
Sorry, the whole concept of like one
That was
dimensional. I don't
changed.
think it's that because like remember that story, the whole butterfly.
The
effect?
butterfly effect.
Yeah, like so like it's the fact that like okay, if you come back here, your footprint in the past that
go
was
back
not
in time.
if you go back in time and your footprint in the past that was non-existent before itself creates that divergent, right?
Like a
So it
branch
becomes like
reality.
it branches like it creates a branch like this. So when you go forward, you go like this.
I don't
And
think
then-
either one is a proven
I'm not,
theory.
bro. I'm not a
no, but it's all
physicist. So I'm
no,
saying
but-
like then it becomes like this, then it becomes like this. So it becomes it becomes a sphere. It doesn't become like a. Do you get what I mean? Like the branch out like comes. It
No, but
becomes
no, but then
multidimensional.
there's no point. Like, what's the point of me going back in time to change something if it's not going to affect my future, right? Because if I change something in the past, it will change.
wait.
Like it will make a new
Pause,
point.
pause. I actually think we should do a full episode about going back to the future. Going to the future.
Bro, where you been?
Yo, going back to the
I'm in
future.
the future,
It's a fucked up concept.
Yeah,
Going back to the future, the guy went to
I
fuck
think
his
we
mom.
can do a full episode on going back,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back in time. What would you do? Where would you go? Like all that shit. Let's leave
let's
that.
do that.
Also, we did an hour 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's go.
So I think let's call this. Thank you for leading this episode. It was a great episode.
We
I
really
Thank you.
appreciate
I
it.
hope so, guys. And it's very interesting concepts, and I think there's so much more we can discuss, especially when it comes to these theories.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you like the content. Also, check out our social media channels and comment anything you want us to discuss or if
What's
you
your
have.
thoughts about
Yeah.
what we talked about?
Yeah.
Like your theory. Would you stay? Would you go?
All right. Let's go fuck some lizards.
Bye.